Good morning and welcome to my Halloween Horror Nights in Japan vlog. We are going to Universal Studios today, Universal Osaka. We got here last night. Beautiful, beautiful Osaka. And then we pretty much just crashed last night, but now we have some fast passes to specifically the Chucky experience. So we gotta go, girl. We gotta go. I haven't been able to vlog since we got in because they're playing incredibly copyrighted music. I don't even know if I'll put this clip in, but we're here. We made it just in time for our Chucky Fast Pass, baby. I'm scared a little bit. We have to wear special glasses apparently. Special glasses. So I might have some makeup wearing off in the center. We just finished Chucky. There is no recording in Universal Horror Nights here, at least at that attraction. So I don't know if it's like that for everything, but it was crazy. It was amazing. Literally, we made two friends in line and they were like grabbing our arms at the very end. They like grabbed us and they were like, come on, come on. Like Chucky was like chasing us down the hall and they were like grabbing us, pulling us out. It was so fun, so funny. It was so cute and clearly big Chucky fans here. They did use 4D glasses though, and I didn't think to bring my makeup, so it's gonna be a little busted for the rest of the day. I think this might be the mascot of Universal Horror Nights. Wait, should we get one?
He's cute.
He's really cute, and you know I do really want ears. Also, Resident Evil, we're seeing that around like 7:30 I think. Horror Nights merch here goes so hard. Well, actually, this is just Universal merch. A Demon Slayer. Clap, clap, clap. So, we got our food, baby. We're gonna share pretty much everything, but the Gengar meal is like a beef stew underneath this pastry and then rice and veggies. I got this little, God, I don't even know. I don't even remember his name in English now. He was something else up top and then I ordered him like that and then I don't remember what his name is in English. We both got this Pikachu boba. And then we're gonna share the Mimikyu chicken cutlet as well. It's good, besties, life is good. It's definitely just like beef stew, but it's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty good for theme park food especially. Like this is really good. I'm about to try the Mimikyu. Did you like it? They give you this Mimikyu paper thing so you don't get your hands dirty. It's really good. There's also an egg, but it kind of fell out. Oh, it has the same effect. It's like gelatin on top. Like the little like candle part is like jello almost. It's hard to explain.
Interesting.
Really like lightly sweet. Not anything crazy. We are doing the 4D Chainsaw Man show now. And neither one of us know anything about Chainsaw Man, but it did come with our Fast Pass. You basically get like a bunch of different times. Like this morning we could have gone into Harry Potter if we'd woken up on time. We did not care about it, so we did it.
最新作となるホラー映画パンプキンカオスを上映いたします。主演はもちろんハロウィンホラーナイトの人気キャラクター我らがスマイリー。ヤッホー！みんな、僕はスマイリー。ハッピーハロウィン！
The show was so good. So it was all about the Horror Nights mascot, who is a little pumpkin named Smiley, and he was deceptively cute. In the beginning video, he was so cutesy, and he turned so evil, and at one point they turned off all the lights in the theater, and he was like floating around, and we felt little gusts of air and stuff. I was scared. They do not mess around, baby. So that's actually our last thing until like 7. Do you want to go see the Demon Slayer area? herself on the bag. That's so cute. You guys, I thought I was gonna get the Pikachu ones, but then I saw this little Snoopy with the chubby cheeks. Ah, he's so cute. Guess where we are? Hell.
Minion Land.
Minion Park. I fear they made points here. It's literally crazy to me how much better theme park food is in Japan. It's like this at Disney too. So, we're going on Jaws. Ah, this is a ride that I think is exclusive to Japan, no?
Yes.
Yeah. They closed it in Orlando? What the heck? Well, we are going on the Jaws ride. This is really the only actual ride we're doing today. Nothing else really spoke to us, and to be totally fair, Universal historically has not been the most plus size friendly, and I was doing some research. Universal Japan does not seem super plus size friendly. So we're doing Jaws, and then I think Horror Nights, like the actual scare zones begin. You guys, at the Hollywood area, they have the Pantages Theater and Amel's Drive-In. You can't see it, but Amel's Drive-In. We have parked it for the last half hour after Jaws. I didn't want us to film on it. I felt very bad, but I got that one clip and then I immediately put my phone away. I did not know. I think it was like a safety hazard thing. They're not very keen on you filming much here, but I was looking online and it seems like it's okay to film the scare zone. So I think Horror Nights is about to start. The scare zones are about to begin. I think everyone's gonna come down this little road. That's why we've been parked right here for half an hour. And then we're gonna do Horror Nights, and then we have Resident Evil in like an hour. The zombies are here. The zombies are indeed here. It's a totally different culture, I guess, with Horror Nights. Like, people are following the actors around. Okay, I was saying, the culture around Halloween Horror Nights is completely different here. People are like following the scare actors around. It's so interesting. Like, I don't know. Anyway, we're going to Resident Evil now, and then we'll probably see another area or two.
Researching 過去に世界各地にあった施設から
みんな奴らに近づかないで、できるだけ離れて。大丈夫、しっかりして、絶対私が助けるから。
一人で無茶なことをするんじゃない。
今日なら後でいくらでも聞くわ。
Oh my god! Oh! Sorry.
歓迎って感じじゃなさそうだな。まあ気のせい。
Kick his butt, Leon. That's Diva. Who is that Diva? That's Ada Wong. Ada Wong, bitch. This is literally crazy. That was like the Eras tour of Resident Evil. Basically, is what we just experienced, was the Eras tour of Resident Evil. And oh my god, I don't even know if I recorded it very well. That was insane. We are soaking wet. They like dumped water on us. I'm so glad I wore my Snoopy hat. Oh my god, that was crazy! Hello? Me when I'm in a diva op and he's my competition. They break out into dance and then immediately just go back to being scary. It's so interesting. This is so cute. They have Horror Nights merch of all the different characters. Like the Snoopy. Oh, so cute. Oh my god. He is a Dishy box. Hello Kitty Queen. Oh my god, this store is incredible. Why does the Jurassic Park instant ramen sound better than anything I've ever eaten in America once? I literally, I've said this before, I'll say it again, love the fake food displays in Japan. I think it's so fun. We're in the Hello Kitty kids section and there's Sesame Street stuff. I love this sweater. Were they earrings? Oh my god, they are. Oh, so cutesy. I will give further thoughts when we are back, but it is 8 p.m. and I am formally tapping out. We were here from, what, 11:30, I'd say, until 8. Very full day. There's a city walk. It's not getting explored today, but there's a city walk. For now, though, goodbye, Universal. Love you so much. That was a trip. Okay, so it's a couple of days later, it's actually like a week later, I am chatting with you from Seoul, South Korea, and it is November 1st for me. I think you guys are probably watching this on November 1st if you are back in the States. Totally wanted this to go up on Halloween, and it just didn't end up working out, so I do apologize for that. I really hope you guys had a happy Halloween and you enjoyed this vlog nonetheless, but I wanted to talk a little bit, I guess, about the differences that I've noticed between Halloween Horror Nights in the US and now in Japan. Because obviously now I've done both. One thing I thought was really interesting was the fact that the haunted houses, the like haunted experiences, the scare experiences, I guess, we're starting literally when the park opened. Like, we had our Chucky experience at 11 in the morning and Halloween Horror Nights didn't start until 7. Now, when the scare zones did start, it was a very different environment than I'm used to with Halloween Horror Nights. Usually you like walk through the scare zones and maybe you'll interact with the actors a little bit, but you're really just kind of booking it to get to like the next house or the next experience in Horror Nights. And granted, I've really only ever done a Horror Nights in Los Angeles, so maybe that's just how it is there. But here it was like the scare zones were just packed with people all standing around the actors who kind of like maneuvered through the crowds to scare people. A lot of people just recording or following the actors around to like see what they did and stuff like that. And when we saw like everybody come out for the first time at 7, you guys know that little clip that I did where everyone was like coming down the street, they did say over the loudspeaker that 7 p.m. is a very popular time for Horror Nights, and that if you can, not to go into the scare zones and not to do Horror Nights until like 8, which I found really interesting. I was like, what do you mean? It's busy. Of course it's busy. It starts at 7 p.m. But obviously at Universal in Los Angeles, at least, they don't say things like that. They don't tell you like, hey, take a breather. Like maybe go chill for a bit and come back to Horror Nights when it's less packed. But they were not kidding. Those crowds were huge. Nearly impossible to move in the scare zones, to the point that I only actually did those 2 scare zones that you guys saw. And I felt so overwhelmed by the whole thing. It was already like getting later in the day, and because we had started, you know, and had like a full theme park day, I was just like, I'm tapped out. Resident Evil was already so incredible. I feel like nothing can top that anyway. And it was really fun. The scare experiences, like Chucky's carnival that I did first, again, I know you guys didn't really see any clips of that. The production value in that was unlike anything I had ever seen in my entire life. At one point, like a super muscular Chucky was chasing us down the hall at the end. And also like the Chainsaw Man, the 4D movie that we watched, like the production value, and that was crazy. I've never seen a 4D movie like that in my entire life, to the point where it was so realistic. I was like, wow, we're actually in a real experience right now. Like the seats are moving and they're spraying water on us. That's another thing. They really like spraying water on you at Horror Nights in Japan. So be aware of that if you go. You will get wet a lot. I would say that at the Resident Evil experience, the Biohazard Night of Heroes, we got the wettest by far, like wetter than we got on the Jaws ride, man. So just be aware of that. I do think it's like a cool effect, and it usually comes into play with like guts and blood flying at you. Again, just like really interesting and kind of like the next level, I feel, of production value. That being said, there wasn't really just like houses to go into, at least that I was seeing. You definitely had these scare zones, but for things like the Chucky experience, that was open all day, granted, but that was one you could go get in line for. I think you might have also been able to get into line for the Chainsaw Man 4D movie. The Biohazard Night of Heroes, you couldn't go in at all unless you had a reservation, basically unless you bought one of the Fast Pass packages. Okay, it looks like there was a ride, the Chainsaw Man Hollywood Dream, the ride, I didn't see that. There was the Hamikuma, he did like a little shouted out party. He did like a dance number. Hamikuma was that little bear that I showed you guys. He's like the mascot of Horror Nights in Japan. There's also the zombie dance, which I guess makes sense as to why the zombies were dancing sometimes. But really that's it. In terms of haunted houses, it's Chucky's Carnival of Chaos and then Biohazard Night of Heroes, which really and truly, that was like a show that you were in the middle of. And then I guess the Chainsaw Man 4D movie. So really different. And granted, also I think that Universal Japan is a relatively smaller park in terms of the ones that I've been to. There were parts of it that I totally skipped. I didn't go into Super Nintendo Land because we have that in LA. I also didn't care about Harry Potter, so I kind of like just breezed over those areas. But I felt like we pretty much did what we wanted to do by around 6 or 7 p.m. Probably like 6 p.m. we were like, okay, we're good. We didn't want to do a lot of the like kid rides or anything like that, and there wasn't really, I think I said to you guys, it doesn't seem like the most plus size friendly park, which has historically been my experience with Universal, but even more so in Japan. I did a lot of research before I went in. They have a lot of test like rides, like the test seats and stuff outside of rides. So if you're concerned about that, you totally can check before you wait in line for half an hour, or really, who am I kidding, like 90 minutes. I thought that Resident Evil, the Night of Heroes experience literally made the entire thing for me. That was one of the coolest things I have ever seen in my entire life. Like the eras tour of Resident Evil, like all of the heroes, like the characters from Resident Evil. Granted, I'm not like someone who's played every single game. I really have not played a single one of them all the way through. But I think it's like really cool to see Ada Wong and Jill Valentine and Leon and Chris Redfield and Nemesis all in the same little zone. It was super cool. The entire thing was in Japanese, so I understood Skoshi. I understood a tiny bit, but I think that the point obviously got across if you are a foreigner and you're thinking about going. Really and truly, this was just something that I had planned on sharing with you guys. It was supposed to be my Halloween video again, and then just didn't work out for that, so I do apologize. Thank you so much for your patience while I have been on my break. I have said this on my other social media, but I cannot tell you how badly I needed this trip and how badly I really just needed to go outside and touch some grass for a while. I vlogged pretty much all of Japan, and that vlog will go on my second channel, Loey, so you can go and subscribe over there if you haven't already. I haven't really been vlogging in Korea. I've kind of just been hanging out and living, and actually as I'm talking to you right now, it is like 6:30 p.m. I'm about to go out on the town for the night. It's just a crazy trip, a crazy experience. So in terms of other fun stuff from this trip I have coming for you, I do have my entire Japan vlog. We'll see if I end up doing one for Korea. I also am doing style diaries for both. And yeah, if there's anything else you guys want to see while I'm here, just let me know. I'm going to be here until November 5th. Probably longer if we're being honest. I love it here. And yeah, I will talk to you more about that later. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you had a happy Halloween. I really hope you enjoyed this little Horror Nights vlog. If you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. A special thank you to my subscribers who are members of the channel. If you want to join the channel memberships and get extra members exclusive perks like members only polls to help me decide on future video topics, members only videos, and so much more, you can click that little join button somewhere around the screen. We would love to have you. An extra special thank you to my VIP loves for their continued and very generous support of the channel. I love and appreciate you all very much. I love you all very much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.